One of the first digital products I ever sold on Etsy was a super simple printable planner, and a years later it's still making sales. Digital notebooks and planners are one of the easiest products to create, and since so many sellers are making hundreds, even thousands of dollars from them, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it too. I will also show you how to offer a physical version of your notebook at no cost to you, which can help you to increase both your sales and profits. We are going to jump on Canva. If you don't already have an account, you can sign up for free using your email. And if you want access to their pro features, they have a 30-day free trial available as well. So we are going to start with a blank artboard. Let's go to custom size, and for this demonstration I'm going to create a 6 by 8 inch notebook. You can, of course, you can make a larger one if you want to, like an 8.5 by 11 inch, and create a new design. I'll go over elements, and I wanted to create a vintage looking cover because I did some research on designs that are not only making tons of sales right now, but ones that I naturally gravitate towards, and honestly, the cover is what's going to grab people's attention when they are deciding on which notebook to buy. So I will search vintage floral background and see what comes up. Under graphics, let's go to see all and any of the ones that have the crown icon that's specifically for the pro plan, but any of the other ones are free to use. I love this one here, so let's click on that. What's great is you can customize the colors of these patterns to make it your own. So just click on the image and then you can click on these colors and customize it however you like. So I'm just going to play around with these colors until I land on something I like here. Okay, so there is a few ways I can use this pattern. I can right click and set image as a background if I want to cover the entire artboard. So I'm just going to undo that. I can also, of course, just extend the entire image to cover the artboard, or I can duplicate it. So Command D or Control D and place the pattern side by side because it's a continuous pattern. So let's duplicate that again and just repeat the process to just continue this pattern, which I really like. Okay, so I just wanted to add a little here, a title here that says notebook. We are going to keep it very simple, so let's clear this. So I can either select the square under shapes or just hit R on your keyboard for rectangle. And let's just adjust the size here. Let's make this a white, and then under stroke style, let's make it solid and then just make it a white of 1. And I'm just going to match the color to one of the colors in a pattern here. Alright, so let's go to the text, add a title, notebook, change the text colors to this dark blue here. Now before I forget, I'm just going to change the title here to digital notebook. Now the cover is just as simple as that. You can see how easy it is to create, and you can duplicate this and create as many covers as you want, which I will show you in a bit. But for now, let's add an interior page. I'm actually going to copy, so Command or Control C and then Command or Control V because I wanted to use the same font here. And I'm just going to write in notes, and I'm just going to add a line for a date here. Change this to black, and let's make this farmhouse wildflower, and let's just make it smaller. Now you can go into elements and grab a line under shapes or type L on your keyboard. Let's go to stroke style and bring the weight down. So I'm just going to do something like this. Alright, now let's add in all our lines. So again, we're just going to type L. Let's bring it up here, select it and hit shift on your keyboard as you drag it all across the artboard. Then Command D to duplicate, then select this little icon here, just drag it to how wide you want the spacing. I'm going to do just over 1/4 of an inch. Then you can duplicate this page as many times as you want to include multiple pages for your customers. So I'm just going to duplicate this 20 times. When you are happy with your digital notebook, you can go to share, click on download. Let's select a PDF standard, and then you can download all the pages in one file. Because this was a simple, you can just go to file, make a copy. We can call this a digital notebook too, and then you can literally just change up the patterns, and then I would go back to the grid view and then just remove all of these extra pages. If I want to change the graphic inside, or you can keep the graphic and just choose a different cover that would still match the interiors. If you want to open up a whole store full of different notebooks, then you can do some research to see what other type of covers you will really like. I personally like the covers that have really cool quotes on them, and that's why I created this really simple cover with another vintage flower, and then I just lightly changed up the interior pages. Now some customers prefer to receive a physical copy of your notebook as opposed to a digital copy, and you can offer this entirely for free using a print-on-demand company like Printify. Printify will create a package and deliver your notebooks to your customers. So all you have to do is upload your inventory, upload your design onto their website, and they will take care of the rest. So you don't even have to worry about the inventory. They also integrate with so many platforms, so you can easily connect your store, whether that's on Etsy, Shopify, Amazon, or whatever it may be, and Printify will get notified each time you make a sale. So to clarify, you are going to create one listing that offers just a PDF document, so the digital file of your notebooks to your customers, and then a separate listing that offers a physical version for the customers that prefer the physical copy. So if you go into their catalog, you can really have fun with all the different products you can create for your shop. I'm going to go straight into the best sellers, and under each product you will note the cost that Printify charges to create it. Now you don't actually pay this amount because it's get factored into the price of your product that your customer pays for. But if you have Printify premium plan, you are able to keep costs lower for your customers, which gives you a huge advantage over your competitors. Okay, so I'm going to go into spiral notebooks, and in this case you would only upload the cover of your notebook. So for the physical copy, you are not going to be uploading the interior page. It's just going to be lined page for your customers, which is totally fine. You would just clarify that in the product description. So let's go to start designing, and like I mentioned, you are going to need the cover photo. So if you hop back into a Canva, you can go to share, select download, and then under file type select JP, and I'm going to increase the quality here if you have the Pro plan. I'm just going to select the first page. Let's hit download, and let's go to upload. Select my device, and it's right over here, digital notebook 1. Okay, so let's just slightly adjust it to fit the page, and you can preview it at any time to see what the notebook would like to. And I actually think this looks really nice, and what's great is that they offer mockups image for your product, so this looks really pretty in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and save and then from here it's pretty straightforward. You can't just have to follow the prompts and for each section. So here is our mockup. If you wanted to upload more mockups that you have created of your notebooks, you can do that here, and you can use the mockups that Printify created for you as well. So if you go to view all mockups, and let's say I wanted to add this one in, I can select it and you will see it come up right here over here. So let's say I wanted to add this one. Let's select it, and then this one really pretty too. Then we can go to save selection and you will see it add into your markups here. We already have our title description, but I do recommend going to add some keywords that describe your product to help you rank better in the marketplace you are selling on. So for example, if you are selling on Etsy, then you are going to want to add more keywords in your title and description to help your customer find your product. And then some goes to with your tags. We are just going to leave personalization off, and then this is where you can choose all your pricing details. So I would just do some research to see what similar notebooks are going for in a terms of shipping and then the total retail cost, and it breaks it all down really nicely for you to let you know the exact profit you would receive after every purchase. And then once you are ready, you can either save this as a draft if you wanted to go back and change a few things, or you can publish it directly to your store if you are already integrated to your shop. Check out Printify and you can start designing and publishing your digital and print-on-demand notebooks today. If you'd like to know how to sell basic Canva templates from scratch, you can check out the video on the description below. And thank you for your watching. I'll see you there.